Greetings, hockey fans. Welcome to another edition of Kings Insider. I'm your host, Kyle Robinson, with your TV. 2 goals in 2 games. Pretty good stats for Ethan Heidepriem of the Pembroke Lumber Kings after his first 2 games with the PLK last weekend. He actually had one of the best highlight reel goals we've ever seen here inside the PMC. This week, we get our first chance to sit down with Ethan and talk about that highlight reel goal. When you came to Pembroke and you played your first game here on Sunday, in front of the 500 fans who just live and die Pembroke Lumber King hockey, what was that experience like for you?
So it's really nice the first time you step on the ice and they say Ethan Heidepriem, newcomer. It's really exciting because everyone gets on their feet and they cheer for you, and then eventually when you score your first goal here, that's exciting too. Everyone stands up and you get to cheer with them. So
let's go back to one of your goals here last Sunday. That beautiful goal between the legs and that amazing celebration afterwards. Walk us through that.
Darrow slamming on the brakes, gives it to Heidepriem right in front. What a play! He scores! His second of the game. Oh my goodness, what a play! Well, Heidepriem working on getting himself a star here tonight. That's his second of the game.
So I come down in the offensive zone. Darrow gives me a beautiful pass down low, and it's kind of a 2-on-1 situation. The D takes the other guys, so I walk in, and you're not really thinking about it. It just kind of, I don't know, it's just natural. It just happened. It was, going back looking at the video, is probably the best move I could have done, just because the way the goalie was. So I went between the legs, and to be honest with you, I've wanted to do that for 18 years now. So it was exciting, and then the emotions get the best of you in the celebration. You get all wild up.
Is that something you normally practice?
I've done it a few times in practice, so to do it in a game, it's pretty special, actually.
Where did your hockey career actually start then?
So I grew up in a town, Findlay, Ohio, in the States, and I always played about an hour away from home. I started when I was 6, and the journey just started from there.
So what made you want to decide to come north of the border to come play hockey?
It's kind of complicated how things worked, but there was some interest in the States and there was some interest outside. And what you find in Canada is the coaches and teams care a lot more about the players, and they invest in the players. And in the States, I don't want to bash them, but it's just kind of like you're just traded away here and there, and you don't really mean anything. So it's nice to come in here where they care about you and they care about your future and things like that.
Smith was out of the play. Here's another chance in front. They score! Heidepriem has his first goal as a Lumber King, and that was well-deserved. 1-0 Pembroke.
Now with Ethan well adapted to the city of Pembroke, it is now going to be up to him and the rest of this organization to pull up their socks if they will hope to stay in the playoff picture. And Ethan Heidepriem is especially going to be one of those players that the Lumber Kings rely on heading forward. Only time is going to tell if they are able to stay in that playoff picture coming into the month of February, and the playoff crunch coming more and more every single game. For this edition of Kings Insider, I'm Kyle Robinson. We'll see you next time.